happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, but we're gonna get into the elimination finals, starting off on Demon Island between Yus and Kyna. The run back, like you're just alluding to, Sparky, and the right choice in our view right now of sticking with the soul.
We'll see how this Axe goes against Yus's Axe as well, because Yus's Axe was looking really good earlier. We'll see if this sort of Axe mirror match comes out on top, because we've already seen Kyna be able to outplay the Lance. We'll see if that happens with Yus. There's a lot of things that we'll see, and I can't wait to get into this one. We are on the Demon Island here. No Apocalypse from these players. We're starting off with those short sidewalls. You saw Yus, he was just straight running.
Yeah, he was hopping in
Kyna,
like, hey, yo, let's go, let's do this.
Kyna was on him, bro.
Yeah, there's like a theme song that plays when he picks this weapon up. Like, like Ultra Instincts just snapped on as soon as it got into his hands. Like, he threw the axe away, and they're like, oh, no. And now here he is doing all the damage that you thought he would be doing on this weapon right now. Yus looking... well, he's actually keeping it relatively close, but he is definitely closer to losing this stock than Kyna is. Unless... okay, went bet big right there. I like that.
Yeah, like, look, if you got a problem, you see me, yo, let's run it, bro. Like, he's listening to, he's got the hype music going, like you said, but he is playing well. The reverse hit up recovery, not going to hit, though. Yus did that same type of play in the previous set. It worked out later on, but kind of answering back so well, forcing him to go high, because he went for those couple of low plays just before that. That scares you into the idea he's going to jump off for that side air. Answering right back is Yus, but that could have been a much larger lead for Yus the way it was going a second ago, and kind of figured it out pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to be worried about that. Once Kyna picks up the cannon, I swear, 21 Savage starts playing, you hear all my ops, they be running, running, running. Like, he has it in his hands, man, it's too strong.
Well, that's what, you know, it's the power of the cannon, dude, you know?
All right, Yus is starting to change up the time, and now it's like, let me mix up these options in the air, and I'm liking the idea behind it. Hold the charge on the ground pounds. Now this time going off stage, going for the straight up attempt at Yus with the recovery that time.
Hold up. Okay, I like that. I like the movement to get away from that as well, using that side air to go ahead and retreat right back in there. We're almost getting the double neutral air. He's just chasing him down. And that's kind of what you expect to see. I mean, the cannon movement, even though it is a large weapon, it definitely has a lot of movement within it. So, and that is going to work out very quickly for him down light into the neutral air. Nice little cannon confirmed right there. And with the amount of force this Zol has, does not take much. I was like, don't let it happen to you again.
You see he's going for it. It seems like South America is going for that a lot more than other regions. He's got to turn it around, though. Otherwise, he risks so much. He risks losing that stock. He does eventually lose it. The backside of that down air swing from Yus is going to take that one. Keep this one definitely very competitive. Kyna's going to be looking for a weapon. It is the axe. You know he wants the cannon, so he's going to be looking for that net. Okay, he's just not going to do anything.
He's like, not swinging at all,
I don't want this axe. I'm just going to hold on to it. It feels good in my hands, and other than that, I ain't doing nothing with it till that cannon comes in.
This thing really is just there for the show, so we could get, okay, yeah, you saw, you're trying to get the switch right there. It was just a timer waiting out to get to the cannon, and for good reason, because you were just talking about the movement on cannon. I don't want to see this big boy with this much damage flying at me that quick.
Exactly. Yeah, it's super scary right there. Oh, wait a minute. He's looking for a couple down airs, but not getting him directly over the edge. And even though, like, you know, we've been talking about this cannon, Yus has been doing a good job of getting the damage where he can find it. Like, I mean, Kyna's been getting long strings, but Yus has just been slowly but steadily getting damage. Oh, you are insane for it!
He's going to get punished right on that landing with the neutral light. Not enough damage behind it. Not enough damage on Kyna's stock to end up losing it. Going to be looking for the weapon spawn. Neutral light from the middle of the stage. If we were a little bit further to the right, that might have been the KO. Again, down air, not going to be the KO option. The D-light might do it here, but we are on the Demon Island. Oh, okay. Are you serious? Kyna, he's going to throw that weapon. It hits, ignored, says, I don't care about you anymore. I'm done. Picks up the GCD like ground pound.
Yo, Kyna's kind of built like uniquely, expeditiously designed, uniquely different compared to everyone else. Throwing that away, forcing the dodge, you're so scared in that spot because you're like, why did you just do that? And then he catches you that high up, Kyna getting himself into the lead after what could have easily been a reverse, not having the cannon in hand at the end of all that. You're right. The unarmed gameplay has been nuts on the side of South America today.
Man, I mean, he caught you supremely lacking right there, for sure. Like, lacking to the 10th degree right there. That was unfortunate for Yus. I mean, like, it looked like everything was on his side. Weapon was out of his hand. Looked like he was on the weapon that's not the terrorizing weapon so far, but Yus says it doesn't matter. I'm going to catch you lacking on this game. What a call out with that side sig.
That's a message.
Oh, yeah.
Caught him deep in the push-off column all the way out there. That was an orange KO. That's going to be super early for Use. That's going to give him a nice little bit of a lead here, but we do have to worry about, of course, the high KO potential that Axe has. One of the rare Axe neutral signatures that we've seen from Kyna. We've seen some Cannon signatures, not very many Axe signatures coming out from Kyna, so that was sort of out of nowhere. I'm trying to catch you surprised.
Yeah, he's mostly just been going for him at ledge to try and force your jumps up early, so or just straight up calling people out for jump-ins in center, too. It does not have to just be at ledge, apparently.
I love that move. I love it every time.
Massive range.
Yeah, massive range. You get the third charge, or you get like the slight charges to get to the third pillar too. Super nice. But yeah, he only needed 2, and it has a lot of range vertically, so was able to hit him pretty high up and get that stock. Now let's see what happens here on the second, as they are both kind of, I feel like, on their favorite weapons right now, to be honest. Like, I think the Axe has been doing quite well for Use, but obviously the Cannon has been doing quite well for Kyna.
That does seem to be what Use is sticking with, and Kyna is definitely always hunting for that Cannon at all times. But I swear, Kyna, even though I think he's in the movement speed stance, which is going to give him like 5 movement speed, I swear this character kind of makes him look so quick. It seems like he's like Zion Williamson, where he's like 280 pounds, but he's also one of the quickest on the court.
Exactly why it's so frightening to watch him run around with Zol the way he has been. Like, every single potential hit you're going to take from him is going to cost so much. Like, the way he's moving, again, with such a heavy hitting character, as he finds another side air right there, evening it back up. As we saw before, a deficit doesn't really matter that much in the face of Kyna so far. Use this whole game plan, TK, has been strong defense and make it work, but the defense doesn't matter when you get hit 6 times in a row off of 1 connection. Yeah,
it's the slow and steady, here from the short sprints and bursts right here of Kyna. He keeps finding like 3 or 4 hits at once, while Use finds, he finds a couple hits here and there. But yeah, I feel like he's not finding enough hits in this slow and steady, because he will not be winning this race if he keeps this one up. Uh-oh.
Kyna about to be up 2-0 in this set. He's going to be looking for the setup. He has Use in the red. Not sure if he's going to throw a D-Sig out over the corner. There it is! Oh! I swear Use queued up the recovery right as Kyna started that down signature. I don't know if Kyna wears glasses, but if he does, he just pushed him up. You saw the anime lens flash, the slight smile on his face.
Oh, man.
We led up to that just like when we talked about that KO and center off of that signature read. We were just talking about how most of them that have come out have mostly been at the ledge. He's been able to control people. Like you said, that time, the moment he saw him go underneath, like, oh, this game is over.
Yep.
I feel like that's the one thing you definitely will be looking out for when it comes to ledges that have good over the edge, SIGs like that. It's like you don't want to like get too reckless as far as getting back to the edge or throwing out a hitbox is going to get you punished. But yeah, he gave that one up for free. So I mean, Kyna was there. Obviously, say he had the hard read. And he's still. Oh, you're sweat beating. Okay.
Okay, like this.
Yeah, gosh. He still hadn't touched the ground. Finally
he just went in with that ground pound too, but he pulled out of it, so there wasn't a landing lag once he landed on the actual stage that Use could punish, but he punished it in the air. But one of those things about that D-Sig hitting is, like, Use had to do a lot of guesstimation in that moment of, like, I have to recover to get back over to the wall, but the wall is super tiny. Do I fast fall down? I have to do it at the right height. Bottom side of the recovery, gonna KO, take away Use's first stock. But there's a lot of guessing that goes on to make sure your hurt box doesn't peek up over that corner. Use had to do that all in the moment while worrying about a possible initiation from Kyna. So just a little bit of a misstep there. Maybe underestimating how far he was going to travel vertically with that recovery.
You know, something I've seen a big significant difference in Use's play is that we have barely seen any signatures start to come out now. Before, he was throwing out so many on Axe that it was kind of to the point where you just assumed if you went in, you're probably getting hit by D-Sig or something. But kind of scared Use out of that, and I think that's a big part of why Use has been second-guessing most of his approaches in neutral to try and get a win, because at this point, how can you challenge any of that? How can you literally get your mentality in check when you're getting caught by that?
I think you just don't want to leave yourself too open yet for the reasons like that. I mean, again, Kyna he's short bursting on you, so if you give him too big, you give him like a free open like that, you will take those 6 hits. And here on the other side, obviously, Use, again, still having to kind of like whittle his way into this game. He does not have any damage here onto Kyna, but he is finding some opportune hits where he could turn that into potentially like a long edge guard, but kind of slippery, getting her back around, gets that down there as well. It doesn't get the perfect weapon toss, but isn't going to go out there for the ground pound either. Just going to go ahead and step back. Now he has the axe in hand. What can he do?
Now I just can't get over how his cannon looks like his hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the way he's playing it with so many D-Light startups, he's able to play the weapon in the same way, but it just gives him a lot more range, especially on that downlight compared to the hammer downlight. So it's almost like he's playing the exact same weapon, except maybe every now and then instead of throwing out a D-Light Sair from the hammer, you're going with a D-Light Dare. Also playing the Axe really well. I'll be curious to see what his damage numbers are specifically on the Axe on that breakdown after this game is over.
Oh.
We're not going to have to wait very long.
All right.
No
Well,
way, dude. No way. You're kidding.
We can just pack it up, bro. I don't even want to see finals anymore, man.
you know-
Not after that. This guy is
He
disgusting.
said, oh, you want to talk about it after the game? Hold on, wait a minute, Sparky. It's okay. We can talk about it right now as we can connect on that sideline into the side air. That time finally catching him on the dare. And he knew after every other time he was trying to aggressively get back in as quick as possible. That call out with the GCD light, man, my goodness. Like,